Welcome, fancy stampers. Today's video we will be making a tri-fold Christmas card using 3 sets of Stampin' Up! Products that are in our annual catalog. We'll be using the Night in Bethlehem stamp set with the coordinating edgelet dies that are called Bethlehem edgelet dies, and I keep them together in a case. We'll also be using the Star of Light stamps for sentiments, and then finally we're going to be using the layering squares, and I'll be showing you how I make the little window in the card using the layering squares. And this is the one that I made previously. It's with Night of Navy and the silver foil, and here is where it is a tri-fold card. It's a nice religious card for any of your family members who prefer that type of a card. So I'll be making some of these for my family. And so today we're going to be making it with Blackberry Bliss, Whisper White, and the gold foil paper. So we'll get started. I've already cut out my card base, and it's an 8.5 by 11 that I cut at the 4 1/4 mark vertically, and I scored it at 5.5. I took the small square framelit, centered it in the middle, and cut out the shape of the window. Okay, what the other thing that you're going to be doing with these layering squares is we're going to take the 2.5 inch scallop square with this 2 1/8 inch square. They fit together like this, and we're going to run it through the Big Shot with some of the gold foil. And what you will get are little framelets, and I made 2 of these that we're going to be adhering to the front to kind of finish off the card, and you'll be seeing that at the end of the video. The other piece of Blackberry Bliss I cut out was one that was 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at the 1/4 inch line. I've already put on a piece of tear and tape, and I use tear and tape because it's a much stronger adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and gently take that strip off, and we're going to adhere it. And as you can see, that's the fold side. There is your adhesive, and we're going to adhere that adhesive piece to the back of our base card. And this will create the tri-fold. I'm going to use my bone folder to give it a good squish, and then fold the card again. And there you have the tri-fold card. Okay, we're going to put that aside. The next pieces that you're going to have are 3 pieces of Whisper White. One piece measures 5 1/4 by 4. The other 2 pieces are 5 by 4. Okay, and this is what we're going to be doing our stamping on. And I'm going to lay them in the direction of which I want to do my stamping, because that way it's clearer in my head. And you start with the 5 1/4 by 4, and then the 2 pieces that are 5 by 4. And I'm going to stamp them in the, like I said, the direction that I want to use them for. The first image that we're going to stamp is from the Star of Light set, and it is Guide Us to Thy Perfect Light. That is the sentiment. And I am going to open, we're going to use Blackberry Bliss ink, and we're going to gently tap, make sure that we get a good amount of ink on there for our stamp, and we're going to put it in the upper left hand corner. Hold our stamp in place for about 5 seconds. That assures that we get a good absorption of ink, and there we'll have that done. So we'll put that aside. The next stamp we're going to do is Blessed Christmas Wishes. This is from the Night in Bethlehem set. We're also going to do it to the left and to the upper end of the card. Hold it again for about 5 seconds. That ensures that you get a good image. And there is our card there. And then the last image we have is our Star of Wonder, Star of Light. And you will see that this actually will be the first part of the card that you see when you open it up. So this will be the piece that will be peeking through the window. So I want to make sure that I get my sentiment in the upper left-hand corner as far as I can get it. And I'm stamping it, and I'm going to leave it on for about 5 seconds and remove. And there you have it. And I'm going to double check because this will be going on the back side of the card. And when I close it, again, you don't see the image. Okay? So there are our 3 images. So that's all the stamping we have today. The next part we're going to use is we're going to adhere our little village scenes. As you can see from this card, we have the little village scenes. That's also in the Edgelit Dies Night of Bethlehem set. And again, I did them in gold. And there's 2 different dies in this set, and just stamp any 3 of them. And we're going to align them up, and then we are going to glue them in. Little piece stuck. So let's go ahead and glue them in. The Tombow glue works very well for this. It's a lot easier with all these intricate shapes and such. So you just want to line it up and press it on there. Be careful to try not to get any glue on the foil. It does smear, and it's kind of difficult to get off. The erasers, the little adhesive erasers, don't really get it off very well. But if you get some sort of a liquid Unisolve material, you can get it in the grocery store. There's one that's called Gooby Gone. It comes in a bottle, and if you use a teeny tiny bit, it will remove any adhesive from any surface. It's good for your acrylic blocks. And then the last one we're going to put on here. And again, you don't need a whole lot. You just put it, kind of wiggle it all around. I want to align it so that I get all my little images, my little town villages straight. Okay. Because let's work with the first one, which will be going on the back. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on the back of the card. So we're going to use some of our snail adhesive to adhere it. And again, this piece is going to the back of the card because it is the first piece that you will see when you open the card. Okay, so when you close, you'll see your little village scene. And then we're going to take our little star, which I die cut out, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue. You can use dimensionals too, but I just have the glue handy. And I'm going to just go ahead and put it through the window so you can see it. And because the glue is wet, you can adhere it the way you want it. The next one to go in here is the Guide Us to Thy Perfect Light. That's the second part of the phrase. So we're going to use our snail adhesive again. Add it to the center of the card. And then our last we're going to use just a little snail. And this one, we're going to add our image of the Holy Family. Here's our image of the Holy Family. I die cut it from the same set of the Bethlehem Edgelit dies, and I'm going to use some little dimensionals to pop it up. And this again is made with the Blackberry Bliss. And you can use any coordinating color you want with any of these, and they'll surely come out just as nice any way you do it. And we're going to put them right there. The other thing we're going to add is a large die cut star, again done out of gold, also from the Bethlehem Edgelet set. And we're going to use a little dimensional as well. And that we're going to put up in the corner. Now we're almost finished. What we are going to do now is we're going to add our little frames, and that will finish off our card. So we take a little Tombow. Again, you don't need a lot. Like I said, you can do this card with any coordinating colors, but I think the metallic foils make it look beautiful. You could use copper, you know, or the silver, or even the champagne would be pretty. You could use dazzling diamonds, any one. And it doesn't take long for this to dry. Okay, here's our last piece. All right, almost forgot our one last little item. We have our little shepherd man, and we're going to add him also with some dimensionals. He's also cut out with the gold foil. And again, if you could use Mary Merlot, you could use even black. You could even use Very Vanilla with this, and it would be beautiful. So there's our finished card. It is, again, the gold foil and Blackberry Bliss. It is the Night in Bethlehem trifold card. A beautiful card to give this Christmas. I appreciate you watching this video. If you really like it, please give me a thumbs up below. And if you want to continue to see more videos, please hit the red subscribe button. You are also welcome to visit my blog, AuntieLou'sFancyStampers.com, and there you will find under my cards all the instructions and materials that you need to create this card on your own. Until the next time, thanks to you from Auntie Lou. Bye-bye.